Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to start wrapping up the entire DC icon themed videos that I have. And if you haven't checked out the original one that I posted where it's like, there's like a few. There's like the May toy haul video where I just kind of go crazy and I buy all the DC Icons toys to finish it up. There is the DC Icons unboxing where I open up like 10 or I think about 10 action figures of the DC Icons lineup. So this one here, I promised that I would do a review when I finally get into it of the Superman plus Doomsday 2-pack. So after like a few months, I kind of have a better idea of how I feel about it. But you know, let's go ahead and get into it right now. So before we get over to the toys, the actual toys themselves, I just want to show this box because this box was really cool. I like the display. It even comes up with this like kind of screen, like box protector kind of thing. You know, it has a really nice presentation. I will say that the presentation for this is very nice, and I don't want to throw it away just because it's like kind of the value of this thing is probably the box in itself. So, you know, we'll put that aside. Okay, so here we go. This is where everything is, you know. So we're looking over here. We're just looking from like the front to the back. We have some accessories over here, and one of the things that's just kind of funny, it comes with these rocks. So it comes like with a bunch of these rocks, and they're over there in the background, and they come with these little tiny pegs here that you can put in the hole. So you could potentially just kind of jam them into the holes into the display base so that they don't fall off. So I didn't bother to do that because I feel like it took more effort than you really needed to put rocks onto something. Moving along, we of course have this is cool. This is like a fist, so he can punch and it makes it look like there's an impact on there from Superman, so that's pretty cool. There are these laser beams that go on his eyes, but they don't fit on his head. So I mean, it's cool, but like it doesn't, like, you have to be a kid, you have to use your hands, so to speak, right? So that's the accessory there. And it comes with another head of Superman right over here. Hello, hi. Yeah, it comes with a head here you can change out for this Superman here. Sorry for the focus if you're trying to get it, but there you go. So, hello Superman, I'm sleepy. And of course there's also this guy here. This is the cape, and it comes with these little tiny holes that you see over here, just so that you can kind of put Doomsday's knuckles kind of in there and hold it up so that, you know, it looks very epic, very cool, very brutal sort of thing. Photo op for that. It also comes with extra hands for Doomsday as well, so you can change them out, of course. So, and then of course there's the onomatopoeias. So I haven't opened these up actually, so let's see what it says. There's only two. There's a Krakatoon and there's Bam. So whichever one you want. There's only two of these. So that's kind of funny too, so you can make a little comic book display stand. And of course there's the other accessory, which is the kind of the selling point of this whole thing, is the display stand over here, which is really cool because these rocks, they move, like I said before, and you can position them any way. The display stand is not, the cape does not come off, I don't think so. Oh, it does. It does come off, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Just a cool little just kind of piece to even just like put on your desk. I've been having it on my desk lately, just because I cleaned out stuff for doing these close-ups of toys and stuff like that. So, you know, change things up here and there. Now the actual figures themselves, we have Superman over here. So this guy here, I'm just gonna move him in frame instead of the camera. This one here is remarkably good. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it uses the old mold of the original Superman DC icon, so he's smaller, and it just feels more fragile. Like his leg came out earlier when I was trying to change out the head, and you know, that's that whole thing. So he has his chest hair, you know, that's fun. There's some blood over there on his shoulder, some battle damage on his thigh over here from the battle. He's got the toga strap across his chest there with a broken S, which is a pretty nice touch, honestly. And then the back, there's nothing really in the back, but this is overall, this overall is a very good figure. It's probably the best Superman figure of the DC Icons line because you don't see a battle damaged Superman at all, and he's pretty good. Doomsday, on the other hand, and if you've watched the other video of the worst DC Icons figures, this is it. And you know, it's let me just walk you through this first. But if you take a look at his face is great. Like his head sculpt is straight out of the comics. I love how he has his eyes out there and everything. You know, like there's a hole where his mouth is. You know, that's pretty sweet. Really good head sculpt. And even in his body sculpt too is really nice. We have his like diamond rough things that come out of his body as spikes. And from there, the next part is the problem. So with this figure, he's not superposable. The thing is that for some reason, this arm here can go out, but this arm here cannot go out. It's just kind of stuck. So what I mean is this arm here, it can actually extend out. This one here, it cannot move at all on that limb. I don't know why, and I don't want to force it because I don't want to break it. In terms of like his actual movement of his joints, it's very limited. His head can move okay, just from there to there. He can't tilt up and down too much. The ab crunch is very good for a big figure, you know, the ab crunch over there, so it can go up and down like that. And of course there's the movement in the mid-torso, which is interesting for the DC Icons figures. Now the upper half is not too bad, but it's the lower half that's bad. So of course there's this leg here that's very loose, and the thing is that I don't want to bend these legs too much because this pivot joint is so loose. And like I feel like if I were to bend this too many times, eventually this thing is gonna break. And I don't mean it's gonna pop out of its socket. I mean the plastic piece that holds the two together is going to come apart. So that's the reason why this one here is the Doomsday figure. The actual posability of it is just it's not good. And you know, you pay money for something and it's likely to break. That's not good at all. The legs, they don't really even pose too much. They're bulky, so you can't even really move them or bend them in any way, shape, or form. I mean, the double joints are nice, but it's really just that thigh pivot that scares me. So, you know, I don't even pose them. I feel like if he was gonna fall on the ground, he would break apart easily. You know, I never actually even used this thing here, but you could check out the onomatopoeias. But there's a little slot in here that you kind of put it into. Like that, so then you can, you know, pose them, bam, and you put this into the display pan for the display for the peg. So I'm just gonna cut you that right now. So that took way too much effort to pose this scene here. So, you know, there it is. Finally using like the little onomatopoeia here. I think that took me like 3 minutes to do that. Man, that took way too long. So, you know, it's cool if you have them in display, but I think it was so hard to pose these because the joints on them are so loose. And the minute that you think that you have a moment of balance, the limb just slips loose and it just falls over. So that's really just the problem of the quality control of these issues. But let's just check out some close-ups over here from the camera perspective. Just zoom in. Dark side looks pretty cool, you know, despite the quality control issues. And this one's interesting here. So that little lightning fist thing that comes up, well, that only fits his right hand. And when I was actually trying to place it on his right hand, the fist actually broke off the little plastic piece, and I didn't even put that much pressure onto his hand. It just broke off. So that fist that's on Superman's right arm, it's actually super glued on, so you can't move it at all. But hey, you know, at least he has a hand. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. It's pretty cool. Let's check a close up of the laser beam. You can't really get too much of it, but I mean, you get the point. But there you go, guys. That is the Doomsday Superman 2-pack from DC Icons. I got this for a fairly good price, $75 at Black Cat Comics. I would say with the quality control of this thing, don't buy it unless you plan to keep it in the box. And if you do buy it and you want to open it up, be very careful with it, just because they're very flimsy. I don't really think that you could give this to a child. You can give this to a grown man, not a child. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think, if you have these or not, if you like these toys at all. I, for one, don't. You know, I sound like a broken record. And until next time, guys, please follow me on my Instagram channel as well as over here on my YouTube for, all things toys, geek, that sort of thing. Until next time, guys, adios.